What happens if you challenge a drill sergeant at basic training? You have chosen death. First off, yeah, my cheeks look a little chubby because I'm still getting up a wisdom teeth removal. So yeah, just ignore that. But I seen this like a lot, like people saying like I wouldn't let no drill sergeant like yell at me like that or talk to me like that or like other stuff that they be saying. Like yes you would. You're not gonna do nothing to them, bro. Stop. The first part, what happens, and I'm gonna explain why you wouldn't challenge them, and then it's gonna be a story time because somebody actually did at my basic. That's gonna be at the end. What happens if you like challenge them? Like say like they walk up and they like start yelling at you or whatever, and you basically just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. So first off, it's not gonna be one of them. Well, it's rarely gonna be one of them. They're gonna immediately start up into yelling, like extremely yelling way more than whatever they were before, and then their battle buddies, the other drill sergeants, are gonna come over there and they're gonna start yelling at you all together to start swarming you and trying to get you to stop doing whatever you're doing or whatever you're saying. So, and if you still like going against them, they're gonna keep on. And that moment, and you're like, okay, that's not that bad. Whatever, I can handle a little bit more yelling. They're going to make, depending on what phase of basic training you're in, they're going to make your life hell. Like literally hell, bro. So you can become the problem child of the training cycle or whatever, and you're gonna get like all the special attention that apparently you needed. But in the very moment though, they all swarm you, start yelling, and get you to stop doing whatever you're doing. And if you're still acting stupid, then they're just gonna carry on. They're just gonna carry on training, bro. And you're just gonna be either recycled, or depending on where you are in basic, like reception, red phase, white phase, or whatever, depending on where you are, it's gonna take you longer to get out of there. So say you start doing that because you wanted to get out of basic or whatever, it's gonna take you longer than if you would have just passed. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did that trying to get out, then you're gonna be a holdover, and you're gonna be there longer, and you have to deal with them longer. There's no escape, right? There's no easy way to escape. Basically, that's all it is, bro. They're gonna start yelling more. They're not gonna put their hands on you unless you put your hands on them first. They're just gonna start yelling more, and then every single day from then, they're gonna know they got your name. They got your and they're gonna be like, they're gonna know you, and it's not gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be terrible. Basic is already bad enough, and that's just gonna make it like 200,000 times worse for no good reason either, bro. Because you want to like power trip and have an ego or whatever. But that's not even the more important thing. Is the fact that people be saying this and they wouldn't. So I'm gonna explain why you wouldn't. Okay, it's a couple of reasons why you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't 100%. One, because nobody forces you to join. You don't have to get forced to join the army. So when you join in, it's literally you signing up to go to basically, like, they explain it to you before you leave, so you know like what you get into, right? You're not getting forced. And then the process of like joining and going, it can be a little quicker, but for the most part it's a long process, bro. So you gotta start talking to a recruiter. You're gonna have a recruiter like who's like your recruiter, he or she is gonna stay in communication with you until you leave. So they're gonna be tracking that you're at basic, and then they're gonna know if you like fail or whatever. So like if you fail for something stupid like yelling at a drill sergeant, they're gonna come back and you're gonna let everybody you're gonna let everybody know. You're gonna let your recruiter know, you're gonna let your family know. And then to actually get there in the first place is a long process of like seeing a recruiter a few times, shipping out the basic, like all this stuff, waiting for hours, waiting for days actually, and then waiting for hours in MEPS, waiting for days in reception just to finally get the basic. And then you get into it with a drill sergeant, and that's what makes you fail. I promise you, like, you're gonna be so tired. That's part of what's gonna make you not want to do nothing like that, because it's a whole bunch of, from MEPS, which is waiting in the hotel, to where they ship you off. It's a whole bunch of sitting and waiting. You'll be waiting until you're tired, waiting all day, and then you finally get you finally get a recession. And that's waiting, getting your gear, waiting hours of the day, most of the day just sitting there waiting. And all that waiting at the beginning, like, you want to hurry up and start basic. Like, it gets to you, like, you want to go ahead and like get basic started. You don't even care if it's more yelling. You want to get started because the waiting will make you lose your mind, bro. So after all that, you're not gonna want to challenge a drill sergeant. That's probably why you wouldn't. You just be too tired to to be honest. And it's like literally no benefit out of that, because you were the one who wanted to join this. So you do that and then you challenge them. It's like you don't even know what you want, bro. Grown man don't know what you want. Now the third part of how it actually happened, kind of sort of at my basic. So it was a while ago, so I kind of don't remember all the details, but I do remember it was like the beginning of Red Face, was the first few weeks of basic, like first week or two actually. And we were outside, like we went to the shop at, I think, which is like PX or whatever, like a little store where you can buy like necessities that you need or whatever. We had bought the stuff and we were outside waiting. We were just outside waiting, and it was Red Face, so they were doing like all the yelling and everything that they still do. They had told this one kid to like do or say something. I don't remember what they said. They told him to like do or say something, and he was just sitting right there. And then like told him, and he was just sitting right there, and he didn't say nothing. And then they're like, "Oh, so you're not gonna respond?" And he just sitting right there. And then they the one drill sergeant started yelling at him more, because the dude, he wasn't responding. He wasn't saying nothing. So they started yelling at him more. He's trying to start realizing that he was like trying to be like defiant to him, I guess, or trying to, I don't know what exactly his goal was. Like I said, he got his battles, and he was like, "Oh, look at this. We got one that don't want to listen." So then all of them came over there, and it's like 3-4 of them just like shark attack, like screaming and yelling like at the top of their lungs, like how would you see on a shark attack when they get one. But it's not even a shark attack, it's literally everybody on that one. They all on him, and he's still being defiant. So they basically they separated him from us, and we had went somewhere else, and he had went somewhere else with the drill sergeants. And we were basically like talking amongst ourselves like, yeah, he's cooked, bro. He is cooked. I don't know what they're about to do to him, but he's cooked, bro. Basically after like a few hours, like we didn't see him for like a few hours. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened. But he came back. So believe it or not, he still made it through. Like I don't know what was going on with him that day, but he still made it through. And I don't even know what the punishment was. He didn't get an article. They did some sort of punishment, I guess, and I guess they had a stern talking to him. He ended up just going through the rest of it with us. We were thinking like he was about to get like kicked out. Like we were thinking that was it for him, bro. But I don't know. I guess when they had like a little talk, they explained why you shouldn't. Basically, it's not worth. Basically, one, it's not worth it. Two, you're not going to. If you do, if you think like you're gonna yell back at the drill sergeant, that's not a thing. Like you're not. I promise you're not, bro. And it would be pointless anyway if you did, because this is what you chose to do. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe.